Hello everyone, it's Sonia McDonald here, and today I wanted to share some insights around something that is really important to me. And I know that it's been a really challenging time. I don't know about you, but it's February and I don't know, I'm feeling exhausted. I think we're kind of feeling like, why it's only February and why are we feeling so overwhelmed and exhausted? And I get that. And here I am espousing a message and a movement and motivating as many of you as I can around staying kind and courageous, which is obviously so important to the work we do. But there's times where you kind of go, courage, not courage. You know, these times where you think, how do I keep this momentum going? How do I stay courageous? Because all morning this morning, I'm just about to launch this First Comes Courage read-along course, right? And I kind of thought I'll do this course because I launched the book First Comes Courage at the end of last year. And I thought I'd put this great course together because, again, I'm wanting people to commit to courage and put courage into action. And I'm doing all the filming this morning for this course. And I was like, wow, it's only Monday and I'm feeling pretty shattered. Even though I love doing the filming, I thought this whole kind of trying to stay courageous can be exhausting, you know, trying to stay resilient and brave and, you know, trying to, you know, be the best that we can be. And maybe there's times where it's okay not to be the best we can be and just be, you know, just go, you know what, this being courageous can be exhausting, but can I tell you, it is so worth it. It is so worth it. And I wanted to share some of my insights around, which I really had to tap into. So it was really good for me to do the filming this morning for this First Comes Courage course, because I started to think about, I'm getting pretty tired, like a lot of us are. I mean, look what's happening in Melbourne at the moment, another lockdown, and I really feel for everybody in Melbourne and also across the globe that's dealing with the current pandemic and challenges around the world. But this is where courage comes in, and this is why this work and this piece of work that we're really focusing on to help everyone across the world stay courageous is really important. So how do you stay courageous? And I talk about this in the book around the courage compass, because it does start with us. And here I am saying courage, not courage, but it does take courage to go, you know what, I just want to be. I just kind of, you know, not be brave today, but can I tell you, what we're doing each and every day is being courageous by just showing up, just being seen. And the number one thing that I always talk about when it comes to courage is courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the mastery of fear. So courage is fear, and it's about embracing the fear to get to courage, I think, is really important. And I know there's lots of things that we're fearing at the moment, and I'm hearing it, I'm seeing it, it's happening in lots of conversations and messaging in the work that we're doing. Obviously, I write about it, I speak about it, is this fear of the unknown. And can I tell you, it's always going to be there. Things are always going to be uncertain. We just need to embrace it and go, you know what, where is my focus? What questions and intentions am I asking? And I think the questions we need to be, and the intentions that we need to be focusing on is, how do I continue to just be who I can be and be that brave person considering what is going on during this time? The other thing that I think is really important is kindness. First and foremost is kindness, and I do talk about this in the book around the courage compass. Is the first thing that we need to be really embracing is kindness. Kindness for ourselves first and foremost, because kindness is a strength. Okay, it's a superpower. You can still be kind as a leader and also be strong, okay? And kindness around being compassionate to yourself, being grateful for what you do have, focusing on those people in your life that you can really, really show lots of kindness and love, being kindness in everyday actions, even though some days you wake up and go, hey, I don't want to be kind today. Hey, that's totally okay as well. But I think if you can really focus on being kindness to yourself and to others and everyday actions and words, I think it's really powerful because the more kind you are towards yourself, the kinder you are towards others as well. So I think kindness is really important. You can see my kindness shirt behind me, like kindness is my superpower, which we've been doing teas and totes around that because we're really passionate about building more kind and courageous leaders. And I think if it does start with us and we are having that ripple effect, I think imagine a kinder world. I think we'd be living in a much more amazing world. I mean, we still are, but I think that we need to be kinder. The other thing that helps me be courageous when I'm not feeling very courageous is really focusing on purpose. So why I do what I do. I think that is fundamental around me keeping going, keeping focused, really embracing life and leadership and how, again, I can be a courageous person and parent and leader, and also courageous for my team as well. So really focusing on why I do what I do and my purpose. And sometimes people can find that quite confronting or challenging to find that purpose. But if you can, and look, and I do go through it in my book, First Comes Courage, and we do explore it in the course as well. The more you can focus on why you do what you do and really thinking about that, I think is really important. We tend to so much think about or focus on what we do or how we do it, but why you do what you do. Like last week, we were running a women in leadership program with a government agency, and it was so wonderful working with them. But at times, I do sense in the conversations that we have in these workshops, people tend to say, I'm an engineer, or, I'm a contracts administrator, or I'm a stakeholder engagement coordinator. So they tend to focus on, this is my role and this is what I do. But I go, tell me why you do what you do. What you're doing, why you do what you do, is that you are providing your skills and talents, and you're being part of a project and a team and an organization that's helping build infrastructure for our community. Like, that's pretty powerful stuff. So if you keep focus on why you do what you do, it's a game changer. The other thing I think is really important around being courageous when you're not feeling so courageous is focusing on impact, the difference that you can make, and that what is in your control. I think sometimes what stops us being courageous is that we focus way too much on things that are out of our control, or people's behavior, or adversity or challenges that happen to us, again, that's out of our control. So focus on impact, and also impact on what you can control and what you're passionate about, how you can make a difference, because leadership is about making a difference. So focus on impact. Okay, so I've spoken about kindness, I've spoken about impact, and I've also spoken about purpose, which is really important. And then the other thing that helps me stay courageous when I'm not feeling so courageous, obviously I'm very passionate about resilience, because, courage is about mastering, fear. It's not the absence of it, but also how do you keep bouncing forward? How do you keep moving forward when you're staying aligned to that whole kind of that inner courage that you're actually really wanting to focus on? Is resilience, is laughing. Like for me, sometimes, and my team just look at me every time I laugh. They're like, because I just go, look, all we can do is laughter is such a great way around handling some of these situations. And laughter is great medicine for any of these times that we're going through, all these challenges. I think that's really important. But also I think to help with you being brave and helping you get that grit and resilience is to really ask people for help and support. Tap into those people, that tribe. Don't be afraid to ask people for help and support. So, I talk about laughing is great for resilience. And I think we actually need our leaders to laugh a little bit more. But also around the thing, we've got this. And we've got this together. Sometimes I think, and I do absolutely, that we're alone on this journey, or we're alone during these times, but we're not alone during these times, and we're never alone during this journey. So make sure that you really do focus on reaching out to people and asking for help as well. I think that's really important. And there's so many things I could talk about when it comes to resilience. And if you'd love to know more around what we do in that leadership and courage and resilience space, reach out to us at either Leadership HQ, McDonald Inc., or on my website. But I think that it's okay not to be courageous all the time. I talk about, obviously I'm out there and I post and I speak and I write so much around courageous leadership and how about being kind and courageous. And there are times where I go, it can be exhausting to be courageous and kind 24/7. And I'm not asking you to do that. However, what I am asking you is to go, it's okay not to be courageous. And that takes courage, by the way, to go, today I don't know if I want to be that brave. But if you feel like you need to have someone help you around that inner courage or that inner bravery or the inner kindness, which I think is so fundamental today, reach out to us, grab the book, First Comes Courage, sign up to the read-along course. Just go to soniamcdonald.com.au and it is a great workbook and read-along course to help you find or help you discover and commit to that inner courage and kindness as well. And also, someone's just put a comment, which I'm going to show because I think that's important. This is a really great comment as well, so thank you. You need to compartmentalize when you start to feel tired. Remember, do your part, and that is the role you play, then there is you and there is your space personally. It's important for you to have a place to deal with fear, as it can be very exhausting. In your own place, you can work through your fears and personally get feedback on your vulnerability. The way you organize your thoughts and celebrate every little task you lock down to complete an emotion, that's individual strength. That is a really great comment. I don't know who wrote that, but that's a really great comment. Yes, so thanks, Karen, for your comment as well. I think reaching out is the key to support resilience for sure. Thanks, Karen. It is so true. It is so true. And remember, you're not your thoughts, okay? I mean, thoughts definitely have power, and I'm always talking about attention goes, energy flows. However, you can change your thoughts. You can actually, I call it thinking about your thinking, or metamind. I always use the analogy, particularly around resilience, that your mind is like a stage, and think about what actors or actresses are on that stage, what thoughts are on that stage, because if you've constantly got disempowering or bad actors on that stage, or you've got thoughts that aren't kind or aren't courageous, remember, attention goes, energy flows, and all those thoughts are getting pushed back into, our limbic system, into our hippocampus, and they can also come out in our behavior and not even conscious of it. So think about your thinking, think about what you are focusing on, what you're thinking about, and squash those automatic negative thoughts. Also, just get rid of those actors, those bad actors or actresses off that stage. Make sure you've got Oscar award-winning actors and actresses on that stage. Even at times where you feel like, gosh, I might be feeling fake, or a bit of a like I don't know, like I'm not feeling like I should be thinking this or feeling this. That's okay. You know what? You're in control of that stage. So I think it's really important that you embrace the feelings and thoughts. And if they're not serving you, go, okay, I'm not going to judge those feelings or thoughts, but I'm just going to let them go, because we can change them, which is really, really important. So thank you for those comments and those insights as well. Anyway, I just wanted to share a live with you today, because I was getting a sense that with all the work and conversations and things that I was seeing, particularly on like LinkedIn, on social media, people were feeling not so courageous at this time. I think people came into this year going, okay, I know this year's going to be different, and this year is different, and it is going to be different. But I just want you to stay kind to yourself, stay kind for yourself. And also, you know what, let's not make courage and leadership bigger than what it is. It can be the small acts of leadership and the small acts of courage that can have the biggest tweaks or biggest ripple effects in our lives. It doesn't have to be large or big or all-consuming. It can be the little steps that we can take to be truly courageous. So thanks, Karen. Like, know yourself. If you need solitude to regenerate, then do that. If you need people, do that as well. I totally agree. And there's absolutely times where I have done that, where I go, I just need a day out. And I do that quite regularly. So I think that everyone should be embracing that. And also, this again, that's around kindness, by saying, I don't know if I really need some time away to regroup or regenerate. That takes a lot of courage and kindness as well. So the kinder you can stay to yourself and recognize those times where you need to step back does take courage. So and also, if you do need people, please reach out to people. It make everyone, I can't tell you, and I know everyone that I know, or myself or my team, if I reached out to them, they'd be there. If my tribe or friends or associates or anyone in my, anyone, or even you watching this, if I don't know you, if you want to reach out, and if you ever need any kind of insights or guidance or advice, please reach out to us, because that's what it's about. Like, we're trying to build a movement around building kind and courageous leaders. And this is why I wanted to do this live, because it takes us together collectively to do this. The other thing that I wanted to mention before I forget is our leadership awards. We're really passionate about this movement and space, and we wanted to create a platform for organizations, teams, community, people, leaders to showcase their leadership, and also to inspire our future leaders, our future generations, around the behaviors and values around being inclusive, around kindness, around courage. So check out the Outstanding Leadership Awards. We would love you to nominate. We would love your help with these awards. We call them the movement. We've got 16 categories. And I think that that's really, really important as well. If you can get on board with these awards and really support our movement, which we're really wanting to take around the globe, where we're showcasing and celebrating kind, courageous, and inclusive leaders, I would love you to help us with this. Nominate, support. If you would love to even partner, reach out to the team at Leadership HQ about our awards. Sign up to our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn pages. We post so much great leadership content and inspiration to help build this world, to help you watching this today. We truly want to help you be the best you can be. So if you would love any more information around the work that we're doing and our movement, go to Leadership HQ, go to McDonald Inc., go to my website, sonnamcdonald.com.au, and there's a wealth of free information and tools to help you with that inner kindness and courage. Sign up to the read-along course, get the book. It's on Amazon Booktopia, and please always stay kind and always stay courageous. And if you kind of have those days where you go courage, not courage, that's okay too, because we're not superheroes. I can tell you, we're human beings, and there's days where it's okay to go, you know what, today I'm going to be kind to myself, and I'm going to have the courage to say, I don't want to be courageous and brave. I just want to be myself and step back. So that's cool too. So always here to help you, and thank you so much for watching my live today. And I'm really, really grateful for everyone out there, and let's just always keep inspiring and being kind to each other. Thank you so much, and stay safe. Thank you.